Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today I have with me the Classics Collection Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 1980s, the cartoon variations. And I love these guys. These guys were actually the first of the Classics Collection. I just reviewed the movie ones first just for timeliness. They did just come out. These ones came out last year. But I still think these are worth reviewing because I haven't done that. So, bingo! You can see here they are each done up in a different color. We have here, starting at the very left, we have Raphael done up in a somewhat light green. You know, it's kind of the base tone, I want to say. He's like a dark, kind of a dark green base tone. I don't know why I said light, but he's like, I think he's the lightest of the bunch. But he's pretty much like the most basic colors. But between him and Leonardo basically has like a slightly lighter tone from him, but they're the most similar. So here, yes, we do have Raphael. Leonardo here, as I point out again, he has similar skin tone to Raphael. Then we have Donatello with a different type of green, the most different. Well, probably the second most different next to Mikey. But Donatello has kind of a Kermit the Frog green, I guess I would put it. I don't know. That's just how I look at it. It's very Kermity. Very nice. Cool green. Then Michelangelo, the darkest green of the bunch. He stands out. These three kind of look similar, but he is just dark. He is the dark one in the family. The most sun in him. But very cool. I like the differences in the green. Keeps them standing out because that's how that was in the cartoon. They all had... Or did they? Actually, no. You know what? I think they all did have different... Or the same green. Maybe they didn't have different greens. Huh. Not too sure. But there you have it. Very nicely done. Very beautiful. I love them, love them. Not going to go too crazy on them just because I already did, again, the same review with 1990's Turtles. The only difference is aesthetically. The way they function, their accessories, all that, same, but design different. So that's how we're going to do things. Again, that 34 point of articulation. That's all there. But these ones do have these weird flaps, as you can see. The other ones did not. They don't look too terrible. I just don't think they're necessary. So, yeah. That's just how I feel about it. But you can see they do look great as a team, as they always should be. Let's take a look at those faces. So starting up with Raphael, he looks furious. He's like, Foot Clan, Crank, Shredder. He's mad. He's got both sets of his teeth showing on both sides. Usually they do one side, both sides, or neither. That's usually how they go about it. For him, he's got both. He is ferocious and ready to go. These guys are dusty. I have had them on my shelf for quite a while. Look at that dust just falling off. You can see the eyeballs on him are not too bad. This set was known. This set was infamous for having poorly done eyeballs. All their eyeballs were all painted really badly and weird because they'd always look in like off directions, or one would look up and one would look down, one would look left to right. They'd be cross-eyed. Just, it was bad. So he is not too bad. I don't think I got a bad set of eyes with this guy. He's not too bad. That's how he's designed. Very cool. Coming over to Leonardo, you see he's kind of got his teeth showing off to the side there. I never really got the purpose of why they did that. Why they'd have one side no teeth, one side with teeth. But I think it's just like if you're looking at a profile. If you look at a profile from this point of view, he looks like he's kind of got like a grimace on his face. He's unhappy. But if you look at it from this point of view, it kind of looks like he's got like a snarl. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that's always how I imagine it. Like if you just look at it from a profile, that's what you're expected to see. But you can see he also has that strap along there in one giant chunk. And you can see with my Leonardo, again, paint on the eyes isn't perfect. That left eye, it's a bit lazy. It's getting a bit lazy-eyed. Let's give him the lazy eye. Yeah. Feifel. Everybody knows that movie. Awesome. I'm trying to remember what it's called. The Mouseketeers, I want to say. No, that's not it. No. Wow. I'm drawing a blank. I remember the mouse's name was Feifel. And Tiger. The cat friend. Feifel. I don't know. I just can't think of the name. But that's what that's from. So Donatello here has a bigger grin, or not grin, but a bigger snarl on his face. Before Leonardo kind of had some of his teeth showing. Now he's really just like, Rrr! And again, if you want to do profile, he's got like one set with teeth and then one set with no teeth. And Donatello got the worst of it. His eyeballs are, they're everywhere. Like, that eye is just staring off. This eye is perfectly like just, what's that guy looking at? He's staring at me. And then this guy's totally looking straight forward. So, what happened? Yeah. Yeah. I've definitely seen some Donatellos, which is really not great eyes. These isn't terrible, but of the 4 that I have, I think his is the worst. And now Michelangelo! Yeah, he doesn't have any teeth showing. He's just like, you know, got that thinker face going. Very Kermit the Frog look. I don't know, I'm just getting a Kermit feel from this guy. But you can see his eyes are not that bad. Again, they're not perfect, but you can see they're not that bad. At least from my perspective. But, I mean, just depends on the angle. It kind of looks like he's staring up now. But it's not that bad. Now, taking a look at the back of their heads, you can see their bandanas are nicely done. Michelangelo's got each side of the bandana flown off to a different side, so that's how they decided to go about him. You can see his shell also is very smooth as opposed to the detailed molding of the 1990s classic turtles. Donatello does machines, and he does so with his bandana facing both of them onto one side instead of both going straight out both ways. So there we go, little differences. Subtle, but there. Leonardo leads the team. Donatello does machines. That's right. I don't know, something like that. But yes, he has his bandana facing with both sides downward to one side. Not one side, but like Michelangelo's was both out and his are both down. So nice to see the difference. Again, I love the subtle differences even though these molds are similar. And Raphael's is a bit more of just a subtle version of Michelangelo. Not quite so like elongated and stuff. You can't really see him from the front, but it's basically the same style there. So just so you can see what's going on with these turtles. So taking a look at Leonardo individually, you can see they do have each their little belt buckle with their initial on it, which is cool. He's Leonardo, and don't you forget it. That's what they're going for. Again, got that sash coming around here. It comes around his arm or his shoulder, around the waist, goes inward. You can see the shell on this one is much more split apart. You can see it, this stuff's kind of getting in the way. There we go, let's move that. You can see he's got more flesh here, whereas on the movie Turtles, it was kind of more condensed inward at this point. So it's just interesting to see that. And then coming around to the back, you can see his sheaths are very nicely detailed, much more clean, put together than the 90s ones. And he does have a blue strap around it holding together. You can take the sword, again with the blue handle, so that's cool. Very individualistic. Again, they were really focusing on each individual. So that's cool. You can have them like that. Got all that blue. Look at blue, 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 blue. He is pointing out the fact that he is blue. I also want to point out the shell here is not quite brown. It's like an off-green brown, kind of. So even the shells are different. Cool. Not a bad Leo. Gotta say, not a bad Leo. So bringing in Raphael, we got here the bad boy in action. Again, he's got his holsters on the front instead of the back. I do like that. Lots of red on this guy because his favorite color is red. Well, all the other turtles got new colors. He stayed red. He's like, no, no, no. We were originally red. Let's keep it that way. It's not broken. Let's not fix it. It's cool. I do like him. He doesn't have a strap or anything. You can see more of that shell. You'll bring him up and down on that front joint. Woo, woo. And again, just to point out, you can have him hold his sai this way with in between the fingers. You don't have to have him hold them in the standard, you know, hilt on hand kind of way. But very cool. See, he is painted with that red paint. Very red. Lots of red. But I kind of like to have him in this pose like he's just ready to go. Like, I'm going to get him back. Get him back. I can't stop it. I can't stop it every time I see this guy. But there you go. Again, you can look at his shell. His is a little more brown than Leonardo's was. Leonardo's was, again, an off-greenish brown. This one's much darker. So you can see how they made it different. Nice, nice. And then we got Donatello, the staff master. He's got, again, that sash going around his shoulder, just like Leo. So Leo and Donatello both have the sashes across the shoulder, while Raphael and Michelangelo holster their weapons on their front and back ends, so they don't need to. They don't have sashes unnecessary. But you can see his is a dark staff, very dark brown with some nice details molded into the staff. It's not just a solid chunk, so that's cool. As well as more details for the wrap. It does have a white wrap around it. It's not just all brown. Breaks it up a little bit, makes it look cute. Unfortunately, there's no purple on the weapon because the other weapons all have signature colors. But what are you going to do? Now, Donatello's staff is different from his brother Donatello from the 90s. His does go in sideways, just like I mentioned. Remember I said, hey, I think it'd be more practical. You can grab it like that. Well, there you go. They thought so in the 80s. I guess 90s didn't think it was so practical. There you go. See, I don't think that looks too bad. That looks practical. But it's good either way. Good either way. I don't mind. Again, shell, a little different. Not quite the same greenish brown as the rest. A little dark. A little more brownish. And here we got Mikey with his nunchaku. Again, he got his holsters in the back, which again, I don't think look bad. I don't think they look bad in the back. They do look nice. Again, you can holster them that same old-fashioned type of way. You know, if you want to have it underside, I did overside in the 90s review, so I'll do underside on this one. It's really up to you. Whatever you think is most practical in grabbing them. I think upper side looks cooler. I think it looks better, so I do upper side, but underside's not bad either. Just because people point out that it would be easier to reach behind your back and pull it down rather than reach behind and try to pull it up. But again, it's personal preference. You know, whatever you think is cool. It's cool, man. Whatever you think is cool. But you can just have Mikester hold that nice nunchaku in his hand. These guys are dusty. I needed to dust them off. I probably should have before this video, but I'll jump to it. It's too fast. Cool. Again, that metal chain. Yes, metal chain. Finally, a metal chain. No rope. No solid plastic piece. Metal. Free roaming. He's just ready to go. So I wanted to point out the differences between the manhole covers. This is the 80s Leonardo, the first round of Turtles manhole cover. You can see it's very cleanly done. Very nicely, evenly distributed with the black color. So it's kind of a gray. Looks great. This is the current 90s Turtle manhole cover. It's a lot of black paint just blotched on, not really faded in or washed out at all. Not bad, but you can see the quality did drop. They didn't really, not want to say care, but all four Turtles from the 90s have various different, you know, shadings and color palettes for their manhole covers. Whereas the 80s Turtles all had the same style, so it matched up very well, and it was all very cleanly done. So just to show off, just like where, you know, I don't want to say the quality's dropped, but it's not what it used to be. As you can see, the names have changed as well. Leonardo versus 1990 movie Leonardo. So that's cool. I do like the differences in that. Could have been very easy just to say Leonardo on both. So I do like So here I have all the Leonardos up to this figure. I did a comparison with Leonardo and 90 Leonardo in my 90s movie Turtle review. So I figured I'll just do these guys here. You can see all of them paired up. Where he's come, where he's gone. We even got the movie figure. It came out. Actually, this one came out after, so whatever. But still cool. You can see all the variations. Now I just need an IDW comic book style Leo, and we'll be in business. Awesome. And here we got Raphael, my favorite. We got 5 of them. 2, 4, 5, 6, because I have the 90s one also. Woo! Cannot wait to see some more incarnations of the guy. Ooh, once I get the LARP Turtles, I'll have 6. Woo! There's like 1,000 out there, but still, it's a nice collection I got going on. It's starting up very nice. And I am glad to have these bad boys in here. Let's hear it one more time. I'm gonna get it back. Get it back. I don't know why I say it like that, but I like it. And here we have Donatello. Donnie, the Don. Big Don. Here he is, looking great with his team of scientists back up. And they all look fabuloso. I love them. I love the staffs. They all have beautiful staffs, except for the movie one. I don't care for that staff. You know, a piece of wood, it's good stuff right there. Spring, yeah, pass. But either way, looks great. Love the team. Here we have the Mikester with all his homies, his little buddies. And I really like how this dark skin tone matches this dark skin tone. I think these two have the best in relation to each other. Whereas the other Turtles really don't match with their 80s counterpart figures, at least. Just because I don't think they were really trying to. But I like what they did here. So it works for me. So guys, this is a fantastic set. If you don't have it and you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what are you doing? Go get it. Go buy it right now. Turn this off. Go on Amazon. But seriously, this is great. I think these are beautiful with the collection. They are like the centerpiece of my collection. They just, first of all, they're the tallest figure, so they have to be. So, I mean, there it is. They're the 80s Turtles based off the original cartoon. If we got some, I mean, we have the NECA IDW Turtles, but those are crazy expensive now. That ship has sailed. I don't know if I'm going to try and get those. I thought about it, but they're just crazy expensive. Hopefully we'll get a second run of those guys. Maybe not by NECA. Maybe Playmates will do this style with those, or like the classic collection with those designs. I don't know. That'd be great. But for now, these are great. I love them with my 90s Turtles. I love them with the rest of my collection. I can't wait for Krang and Shredder to come about. I already have Bebop and Rocksteady, so keep an eye out. I'm going to make a review of those guys coming up soon. I don't know when. Probably after the... No, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, don't forget to follow me on Tumblr at Mechation, as well as Twitter at Mechation, and Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart. You can find all my pictures, all the scenes, little scenes I like to make, who's making what, what's coming out, info, news, all that good stuff on mostly Transformers, some Sentai stuff. I try to get that out there. Ninja Turtles, if there's, news about Ninja Turtles that I can find, I really don't know where to go for news on that. So, hey, you guys give me a reference on stuff like that. Cool. Anyways, guys, also don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's awesome to hear from you guys. I love seeing that you guys support me. Ready to go on this. Excited. Let's just keep the flow going. I don't really have much coming in right now, unfortunately. It's just a matter of what I find in stores. As far as online retail goes, nothing's really come out. It's just older stuff I'm trying to get. I do have a Build Resha coming out for Super Sentai. That's on the way, so cool. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Have a great day. Bye.